So you guys probably know by now, I really love myself some logistics simulators. Essentially games where we're forced to take cargo from one place to another. It sounds simple, but it gets actually very complicated. And we have the entire world map to access. We can start off in any city. I can go in Tokyo or Seoul, even Pyongyang. Wow, yeah, Pyongyang is here. I actually don't know, there's probably a strategic area for me to be able to start in. I'm also playing this game against 100 other competitors. There's 100 other companies that we're going to be fighting against here. I don't know how we're supposed to compete, to be quite honest, but I do have a nice loan of 4.5 milli. My company value is $1 though. That's fantastic. Wait, are these the other companies? Are these companies being set up in Moscow? Because yeah, I see rail if I zoom in close enough to all these other places. How many countries? Okay, so I'm thinking these are companies that are currently set up. We probably want to start off in an area that doesn't currently have a logistics company. So we need to start by building our hub in a bigger city because that's gonna, have more demand. Wow, the game wants me to establish my hub in, well, the first choice it picked was Detroit. All right, screw it. Let's do Detroit. I don't think there's anybody here. Also, Detroit is potentially a naval city as well. So here we go. We're gonna start to move people around the Midwest. We're bringing back glory to Detroit. It's been a long time. Man, this game's really beautiful. Like, the tutorial mode is really helpful. But where does Detroit want to go? It looks like Detroit really wants to go to Cleveland, so I will add a place to go to Cleveland. I do have a couple of different ways to be able to establish to get people over there. I can literally carry just 8 people in a white van. That's crazy, but I could do that. Seems sketch. I can take people by boat, by water taxi, by white creepy van, by train, but they were gonna have to build up rail. I mean, that is the biggest thing that we're missing here in the US. Like, even though it's a little bit more difficult, maybe I should focus on train. So I'm gonna go ahead and build the rail, and yeah, we're gonna go to Cleveland for now. I'm only gonna make one stop. I'm making all the Americans' dreams come true. We are gonna build rail inside of the US. It is a freaking miracle. That's how you know it's a video game, because this is just not possible to do in the US. It would also be really cool to take people from Detroit to Cleveland by sea, because that is a possibility here. We did, I guess we've also made people go to Toledo too. I don't know why in the hell you'd want to go there, but so it is kind of a twofer. I wouldn't mind maybe just doing like a scary white van going to Jackson or Flint. Are we generating a profit yet? It looks like no. That's scary. Also, why is my train moving so slowly? Are people from Detroit really just trying to go to these cities? No one's trying to go to New York? Because I'm willing to like make a little flight over there, like a small plane. Cincinnati is far. I do not want to build rail all the way to Cincinnati. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm just gonna make a little creepy white van to take people over to Flint. There's no roads to go to Flint, Michigan. I mean, I knew they were struggling over there, but this is ridiculous. Okay, well, hopefully that generates a small profit, probably not much, but a small profit. And I increase. Okay, so right now this is not making a profit. Oh, maybe we have to get to the destination to get paid. I'm getting scared. I don't know if I want to buy anything else before I know that we are starting to make some money. So I have one vehicle and one train on the road. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention the company name, Moving Shit Worldwide. That sounds incredible. By the way, if you can help me move stuff by moving that subscribe button, if you hit it, it'll change colors, and the more we move together, the more the algorithm will allow my channel to move upward. We're gonna move a lot. It's logistics. Yeah, so if you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps out tremendously. Thank you. Also, great way to show me you'd want to see more from this game. That is, unless I fail miserably. Set a foothold. So the game is actually wanting me to start heading over to Canada. I couldn't say that for a second. That is one of the destinations that Detroit seems to like. Oh, so we can see some of the competitors. I can see at least some of the boats that they got going on over here in the East Coast. How many other companies am I competing with out here in the... Okay, so of course there's a big company out here in Los Angeles. It's interesting. So if we build the roads, we could kind of go into another marketplace and use their roads against them. Ultimately, what I really want to do though is make like, trains in the US, basically. The US, Canada, Mexico, that would be cool. But I need to first make up like money and a profit first. We're a ways away from doing that. Gonna buy another small van because we gotta go somewhere. So BAMO, we have done our first connection, company to company to Canada. We're international. We now have an international company. Moving Shit Worldwide is now international. Now, that's the beginning because I did add worldwide to it, so it does need to at least be international. Okay, we need one more connection. They want me to connect to Jackson. Are we turning a a profit yet. Now right now I'm buying a lot of things. I'm just worried that if I do rail to like a smaller place, it's not going to generate enough income for me. Okay, so we can start with infrastructure for now. Can I eventually upgrade these roads to rail though? Now the game wants me to build a hub in London. Do I have to do that? I mean, can I build a hub in like Toronto? Is that cool? Or I just want to confirm that I do this, that I'm not going to lose insane amounts of money. I'm sorry. I just want the hub to be in Toronto and nobody's here. And I also think that's just probably generally a good idea. Is this going to cost me a lot of money though? Oh, is a company already here? Oh, I think a company is already here. You can forcefully buy another company's hub with who owns this hub? Little Explorer? Is it just a naval company? Oh, it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? What is that? Connect Toledo to Detroit. Is this company doing good? How much would it cost to buy them out? $2 million. That seems like a massive risk. I don't think that's a good idea just yet, but I'm down to buy them out one day. Okay, well, fine. I'll do a hub in London then. Not too expensive. Connected Tito to Detroit. I mean, it already is. I say Tito, Toledo. Now, we already built rail here, so do I need another train? Trains are just expensive. That's the big issue. Can I use a car here over rail? Like, because that's really, I should not use a train. Okay, I just want to make sure that I could build a train, like a road, train tracks, and a road. Cool. So effectively, these cities, I guess, weren't connected before we came here. They're very lucky that we did come here. So this is going to be a bonus. This is going to be a bonus $200,000. I will take that. So there's a lot of people in London that want to go to Hamilton. Some want to go to Canton, which is kind of far. Why would you want to go there? Why do you build a hub in London? Can I sell that? I would lose money by, oh man, why'd the game tell me to get a damn hub in London? I don't care about London. Yeah, I don't think this connection really needed to be a train. I probably am losing money because there's really not that many people trying to go from Detroit to Cleveland. Oh, well, it does gradually build up though. We just need to move another 100 people and then we will be doing some good stuff. So London is not a naval city, unfortunately. You guys really want to go to Hamilton, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that. $40,000 connection right here. Can I just blow up Toronto instead? So the company that owns Toronto is deciding to really focus on naval stuff, which I think is really cool, actually. I kind of wanted to do that myself. Unfortunately, I built a train here, which was kind of stupid, but I want trains. See, look at that. I'm spoken like a true logistical expert from the US. Trains are stupid. I don't believe that, but all right, so we do have enough urban transit to upgrade. What if I upgrade? How do I get more demand in Detroit? We need more people to live here. We've not built a connection to London, so we should probably do that. One day, I swear I'm going to sell all these creepy cars. And, okay, again, we're having fireworks. I'm going to sell all these creepy white vans, and we're going to only do trains and boats and stuff like that. Is there nobody in Detroit that wants to go to Erie? That's a little surprising. Well, at least we got a little connection going, which is kind of cool. We need one more connection from Detroit to satisfy this requirement. Now, to get to Cincinnati, that's going to be a tough one. I'm going to spend a lot of money on this one because it's a far route. I'm probably gonna have to do my first flight. I might run at this probably is not gonna be super profitable, but I'm gonna have to just kind of roll the dice and see what happens. We are making a profit, so that's good news. The good thing about planes obviously is we don't need infrastructure for this. We don't need a road, we don't need railroads, anything like that. We'll see if demand slowly rises. I mean, it's not a huge plane, it's only supposed to hold 8 people in general, so that works. Oh look, we already transferred 7 out of 8 people. We're slowly turning Detroit into a nice little movement hub. Maybe I will just buy Toronto because I like what they got going on over here. I like how many naval things they're doing. Demand to go to Cleveland is rising and rising. Can I change the train? Oh, maybe I should have done an option. Can I do Detroit to Toledo to Cleveland? Is that all I had to do? Optimize vehicle profitability. So what's going on here? It's not super profitable. I mean, I knew that was going to be the case, but I also knew that we can't drive all the way down. That's going to take forever. Completely forgot to take a look at this map. Oh, so these showing all the different companies? Holy crap, this is getting crazy. I did not know there was this many companies in the world. I mean, I did set it to 100, but there's companies all over the place, so how are we supposed to buy out everybody else? I feel like I can buy out Canada. I think I can get rid of these guys. I don't love this. It seems like these guys are definitely growing. Yeah, this company here is growing into Canada. They're kind of going after my own market share. Maybe starting in Detroit wasn't the greatest idea. Where's another massive hub at? Oh, Chicago. Yeah, we should get into Chicago. Oh, unfortunately, there is a company in Chicago. Oh, I could buy that out. All right, actually, I'm buying out Chicago. This is way too crucial of a city. Baltic Navigation is here. Oh, I need trust to be able to do that. I see. Because I would need government support. So we need the government to back our company before anyone else. Okay, I think I did this now right. Now we're taking people from Detroit to Toledo to Cleveland. We could maybe sell this thing now. Or maybe we just move the route. We could sell this road. Does the government want to buy this road from me? All right, here we go. I am determined to make rail work in North America, which means that we have to start somewhere. This is probably not going to be a very profitable route to start off with. Can I not buy a bus? I want to be able to buy a bus because 8 people in this creepy white van is not enough for me. Eventually, I want to extend the rail all the way up to here. I want to go from Detroit to Toronto to probably Cincinnati and Cleveland. It's just going to be hard to turn a profit that way. Have indirect traffic. What does that mean? Oh, you want me to build a hub in Columbus? Is that going to be worth it? First of all, I'm a little bit worried that I don't have enough money to be able to do this. So I don't know if I think I kind of want to avoid that. $74,000. Okay, so I can probably take my bus and now kind of adjust this new route to kind of go in a circular fashion. So Detroit to Flint to Santa Maria, is that sorry area? Hopefully we're optimizing these routes just a tiny bit more. How are my companies doing? This is really one I want to take a look at. How are we doing in the eyes of the rest of the world? In terms of company value, we are up there. Moving Shit Worldwide is in like maybe the top 10 or just out of the top 10. The #1 nation is Afghanistan Aviation. Holy crap. Then Sky China. That just sounds like Sky China would be definitely moving bags. Arctic Airways, not so much. Asian Airlines. Okay, I'm not sure about this Afghanistan Aviation. How are they turning such a profit? What exactly are they moving? What kind of cargo is it? Or I don't want to build a hub in Columbus. So it does seem like demand grows over time for people who are trying to take my company. Dang, rail costs so much money though. I'm gonna go ahead and do it because there's money behind it. So we're serving 3 different cities in 3 different lines. So Detroit, Toledo, Cleveland, now Flint, Detroit, and Catham, which really that feels like it'd be the weaker of all the lines, but I don't think this game cares about population. How's my flights to Cincinnati looking too, by the way? Can I take a loan of like $10 million, please? I'm so scared to do this, but if I were to take a train, if I were to take a train here, that's 1.4 million right there. We're close to being able to do that, but that's really how we make progress, I think. I'm really scared about this other company. I just feel like they're growing so much more than I am. Is there anything else that I need to worry about in the US? I mean, we're at a pretty good hub. I wish I would have started off with Chicago. Okay, so there is oh, these are roads. Okay, luckily those are roads. Are there 2 different companies working in Texas? It looks like I'm seeing multiple colors here. They're kind of competing against each other, which could be the case with a lot of this stuff. I was close to a hub. I just needed to get access to Chicago, but I am going to need to get more trust. So all these cities are up 50%, which means people like my different modes of transportation that I'm offering. Yeah, this Cincinnati flight thing, just really not profitable. I wanted to get down to Cincinnati, but people aren't using this airplane, maybe because it's sketchy and small. I'm going to go ahead and sell this flight and try something different. Okay, we did something else that's good. More connections to London. I lost trust in the US. Why is that? Oh, is it because I'm working too much with Canada up this way? DC is not a fan of my company getting so close with Canada. I do want to connect rail to Toronto. That's the ultimate goal. We did stop turning a profit. We've got an operating profit of $76,000, $80,000. We're making most of our profits still from vehicles, which is really unfortunate because I want the rail. Oh, that's right, the loan. Do I have to eventually pay back the loan? Dang, people really want to go to Toronto now. I'm trying to get them to go up there. Geez, just to build this railway up there, it would be, oh, well, I don't need to build the rail. We don't got it. It doesn't have to be that expensive. Yeah, I don't like that price. 73 passengers looking to go to Toronto right now. That's crazy. Bam. If only I could make... Okay, so I've got a huge road. I'm taking a bus. Our bus systems are going from Detroit to here to London to... We don't have access to Woodstock, do we? To Hamilton to Toronto. Yeah, Detroit and Toronto, they're starting to want to be connected more and more. Again, the U.S. government might not love this. I wonder what would happen if I connected a train to Pittsburgh. We're still increasing profitability, operating profit. It's looking pretty great. This line is sucking though, but I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess I could sell that. Almost $1 million damn, but I'm gonna commit. I want the trains. Hell yeah, there we go. So we're going from Detroit to Toledo to Cleveland to Pittsburgh. Quite the line. I'm not sure how profitable that's really gonna be. Might take some time, but there are people from Pittsburgh that want to go to Cleveland. Nobody wants to go to Detroit from Pittsburgh for whatever reason. Oh, Detroit's now trying to open up to Washington, D.C. Okay, so we have 2 massive lines. We are going to Flint, Michigan, just because it was there. Flint, Detroit, we are headed all the way to Toronto because demand to get to Toronto was getting crazy. So we're gonna fulfill these people's needs. We lost trust in Pittsburgh. Why is that? Oh, we're fighting a whole nother company in Pittsburgh. I didn't even realize that. Who just got here? I'm not sure who got here. They did build a road and they're doing planes. Oh, I'm starting to compete with this company up here in Canada, I think. Is that them or Global? Where are they? Oh, they're here. Oh yeah, they're expanding very quickly. Man, this is a crazy game. I love this game. I'm just gonna build a damn hub in Columbus because they really want me to do that. This is a better way to get me to spread down into Cincinnati, which might make that line a little bit more profitable. Just a straight up road's gonna cost me 100 grand, but we gotta start somewhere. And then I already had a car going to Toledo, so this is gonna be good. I guess it was good that I didn't sell these cars. Then we just extended all the way down to Columbus, and then eventually I'll go to Cincinnati. And then with this road that I started to build, I'll eventually, hopefully, oh my god, who's here? What company is this? Okay, I don't like that, but I do want to eventually make my way over to Chicago. Can I upgrade these trains at all? No, this ironclad doesn't necessarily make it any better, I don't think. I guess we'll try another venture into planes. I guess also I can upgrade some of these vans to the 15 capacity vans, which might help me out a lot. It's gonna cost $500,000, but we're gonna go ahead and try to venture out into planes once again. Okay, yeah, so I've made my buses slightly bigger to hold a little bit more capacity. Okay, yeah, this plane's actually doing pretty good. Does that mean we should try something else? Maybe going back down to Cincinnati. We can lighten the load to do Detroit to Cleveland because there's still a lot of people that want to go to Cleveland, and I am gonna finally check out, bam, this water taxi. So the nice thing is the water taxis are fantastic because you don't need anything, you just need naval ports. That's an OP way to start this game. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how profitable it is. I need to get to operating 5,000 people, so I feel like we've kind of stuck around. We haven't done too much with that. Our company valuation is 5 million. We've actually gone down a little bit in terms of company value, though, which is maybe a little concerning. Look at all these companies that are failing, though. They're failing in Indonesia. Indonesian voyages are failing. Japanese ferries are failing. Northern Fleet, whatever that is. Iran lines. Oh, do these companies actually go out of business? Can I buy them? Can I just come out and buy... oh, okay, you do not have a cat. Okay, so they have low... They're not going to let me buy them for that cheap. We're now connected to the capital, so we're going from Detroit to Washington. Now, so far, our... one flight to the capital of, wait, no, it's Ottawa, isn't it? My bad. Toronto so far has been good. Of course, I can extend it even more by going Toronto to Ottawa. See, the problem is that this other company is beginning to serve this city quite a bit. They're actually expanding way more than me, but it really looks like they're kind of just focused on cars. Actually, no, that's not the case. They're being very, very smart. Oh, you have to be really careful of these companies that are coastal because they don't have to build any infrastructure. If it's all boats, then they're going to kill it. Can I buy this company out? 2.3 million? I actually might be able to buy that out. Maybe there's another company over here that I'm not realizing. Bam. Can I buy it? Boom. I think we just did. Oh no, I bought them out of Toronto. Or maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. I don't know what I did. I'm still figuring that out. Holy crap, the USA is really expansive. Man, this is crazy. This is a really cool game. I definitely want to return to it. If you want to see more, wow, and look at all the infrastructure projects happening inside of Europe, inside of India, and China. Maybe playing with 100 companies is a little bit too much. Maybe you should just do like, well, I don't know, 7, so you can really pay attention to what the enemy is doing. But then if you're like on a super worldwide place, I might not get any interaction with any of the other companies. So I thought that was kind of cool at least. Now there's a Mexican company. Yeah, we weren't even winning out here in the USA, but yeah, this company map mode is very cool. Anyways, please subscribe if you want to see more from this. Like I said in the very beginning, help me move that subscribe button to a different color and move with me and help the algorithm move my channel. Okay, I'll see you next time. Big thanks to my patrons this month. If you want your name here, check that Patreon link in the description down below. Never change Drew unless you want to. We need a Drew bobblehead figurine. Petition for Drew
Alexander
to make
the Terrible,
ASMR
Connor
Tingles
Pavlik,
version 2. Frederick Tiblin,
King
Bear Hayes,
Lord Track,
Luxembourg Lover, Miglu the Goat, Nolan, Nord Tyrol, Tambrin,
and William.